Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark-Kinney and Trey Tucker.
All right, Trey, there's news from England, from the other side of the pond, as we say, as the kids say. But from the government, and the Department of Education, they're actually going to back the head teachers in banning mobile phone use throughout the day, including at break times. And this is all in an effort to tackle disruptive behavior and online bullying while boosting attention during lessons. So as someone who obviously spends a lot of time as an influencer on their cell phone, as you do, and as somebody who also works in a school, how do you look at this as to whether or not this is a good idea to ban mobile phone use? It's already being done in a few other countries as well in Europe, and I don't know if it's ever going to creep here, but what are your thoughts?
Well, are we going to bring back prohibition as well? Are they going to copy that idea that we had? So, I mean,
I'll drink to that. No, I'm just kidding.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's no doubt something's got to be done about the phones, and it's not just a teenage issue. It takes me off when adults say, "Oh, these teenagers are on their phone too much," but it's an adult thing too. So let's share the blame equally.
Mm-hmm.
But something has to be done. I don't know that this is going to be the long-term solution, but I love that they're taking action. I love that they're trying not to allow perfection to get in the way of progress here. I don't think it's going to work to totally ban it from going from no ban to full ban throughout the day. I think it's probably better to phase it in to maybe, the first year it's an hour without the phone, and then you kind of creep it from there. But with my trusty phone, I have some interesting statistics to show why we do need to do something at least. So kids with more than 1 hour a day of screen time are more likely to struggle with mental health difficulties like depression. They're less curious, they're more distractible, and they have a greater difficulty making friendships. And that alone, the friendships thing, that's if you have good connections, you're going to be happier overall. But then also, in the last 20 years, our society has seen a 40% decline in indicators of empathy in people. So we're more self-focused. We're less inclined to figure out what's going on in somebody's world and even care. So yeah, something's got to be done, but I'm not sure rushing to ban it for the whole day is the solution.
Sorry. Yeah, let me take this call real quick. No. Yeah, I agree. I think the statistics are very interesting. I almost wish they had done just a moratorium. Maybe just give it, I don't know, a month just to see. I know you can't really do that because this is not a test lab environment. As a parent, I completely get it. I see kids today and none of them look up. Their necks are starting to go that direction, just keeping their heads down. It's watching somebody try to keep their head up anymore as a teenager is it's tough to see because they're uncomfortable that way.
Yeah,
but if you look over the last 20 years with the levels of depression, a lot of this is tied to two things. It's how the cell phone has progressed along with social media. And that's not all of it. I mean, the way people communicate has changed because of cell phones and not in a great way. It's part of the reason why I like giving myself a break from social media, for example. I give myself a break from my phone. I'm about to take another trip to the beach. I don't want to be on the phone the whole time. And I see people at the beach, they're on their phone the entire time, and it's not healthy. So if anything, I don't know that it's probably going to make them, as soon as they get home and as soon as they get away from the school, they're going to keep their heads down. But I would have liked to have seen them at least ban it somehow during the first 4 hours of school or something. Maybe not the entire. I don't know how. I don't know what's going on with the politics of this, because there's politics behind it even there. I mean, this is England after all, which is a very political society. But if it had helped a few people maybe spend less time on social media, that's not a bad thing for a child.
Yep, let's roll it.
All right. I'll get back to you. I'm going to check something on Twitter.
Yeah, I got to respond to my snaps.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.